So the Taylor album dropped at midnight.
Yes.
Earlier, if you have the right connections.
Yeah, fair.
You had a chance to listen to it. I did not. I was working last night, and I was in bed.
Wow.
I was in bed by the time the album dropped.
Wow.
By the time we finished the TNA post show, and I got everything else done, and did the dishes at midnight, and thank God didn't wake up my kid. It was time to go to bed. Slept in a little bit today. How's the album? Did you like it? Is it your favorite? Can you say what happens if you say negative things about Taylor Swift? Did the Swifties come after you in the comments or what?
I assume so. Like I don't want to test that. You know what I mean? Like
I feel like you should.
No.
Well, now she's writing about love that she's going to keep instead of love she's forlorn.
Yeah. I think it's a very good album. I don't know if it is, upper echelon for her. I do like that it's 13 tracks. I thought Tortured Poets Department was got a little heavy. Do we need 31 tracks on this album? You know what I mean? But I like that it was fairly condensed. It's a good story. It's the title is The Life of a Showgirl, and it basically goes through the life of a showgirl, where she just talks about sort of relationships as you would expect, being in front of the media, being in the public eye so much, friendships that were gained and lost, love, things like that, and performing. So it is very much, it's a memoir, as most of her albums are, but also a story and almost a warning of a warning of what the life of a showgirl can be. So I thought it was very good. Yes, I do think Wood is all dick euphemisms. She's just singing about her sex with the Travis Kelce. So, as someone who gets on here and talks about my active sex life, I can't, hate on Taylor Swift doing the same thing. So I respect it. I think it's a very good album, and I'm not. It's not that I don't love it. After the first listen, I was like, all right, this was very good. It didn't hit me like the one like Folklore, Evermore when I first listened to it. I was like, oh, this is like top tier kind of stuff. This was just a very good album that I'm sure will grow on me as all her music does.
Well, I mean, listen, that's the one thing about music. When you're upset, when you're frustrated, when you're having a bad time, good creative focuses that effort into the creation of song. We don't get, we could get a resurgence, a rock and roll resurgence in the US if people keep going the way they're going. Who knows? But, rock of the 70s, in the 80s, not so much the 80s, and the 90s. Really rock of the 70s and part of the 60s and the 90s. We're all about resistance and bad times and dealing with bad times. And that was some of the best music you've ever made. I get it. I'm now old man shouting at cloud. Today's music sucks. But the whole point is of a creative mindset. When you're having a bad time, it's cathartic. You get the best stuff out there. When you're having a good time, you're talking about all the money you make and all the dicks you get. And then it's fine. Good for you. Enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying it well. But some people want to be miserable and feel that pain. They want to. It's shoegaze. It's emo. It's everything you want to feel. Instead, Taylor Swift is just happy. Nobody likes a happy Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce needs to go on a long 3-year tour with the NFL. Maybe Saudi Arabia buys the NFL for 3 seasons and they play exclusively in the country of whatever. And then she's got to talk about how she's never coming back, or how Travis isn't coming back, or how Travis sold out for his other master. Those are the stories we need from Taylor.
Well, she owns all the masters now. So.
Well, that's true. Well, now the other master is the NFL commissioner.
Well, Taylor's talking about her dick out here in this album, talking about how big it is. So she's not only talking about getting dick, she's talking about slinging dick.
You got to be careful when you say that. People are going to start transvestigating her.
It's on the album. All I'm doing is repeating lyrics that are on the album.
I hear you, and nobody's saying otherwise. It's just I don't know. She's just out here, talking about her dick stuff. Come on, she's one step away from.
I gotta pop my dick, man.
That's what this album was.
She is popping her dick on this album. She's like, my dick's bigger. That's why I make all these deals. Like, all right, keep slinging your dick there, Taylor. Oh, bless her. She's very talented. She's a very exceptional writer, and again, she's delivered another strong album that all the Swifties, I'm sure, will love. I love it, and I'll continue to listen to it at my leisure as I do. So yeah, I love that it's 13 tracks. I love that it's like 42 minutes long. I'm like, oh, it's 12 tracks. Sorry, I'm sure they'll do bonuses and everything. And I was like, oh, good, a short album. We need more of this. This is what I love about the Clips album as well. We don't need to do 20 tracks, hour and a half album. No, just do your music, tell your story, and then be done. You get more replay value out of that. Less skips, less tracks on there, less potential skips. So
I thought there was going to be 13 tracks on the album because she's all about 13.
Yeah, she teased everybody. Maybe there's 12 because it's the 12th album. That's my theory anyway.
Oh, everyone's going to be out here doing this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Lawrence is popping me. Bless Lawrence.
He's doing it on Twitter too, which is like,
yeah, I know. That's what makes the bit even better is that he's doing it on Twitter.
You're never on Twitter.
Fantastic.
Oh, because he's going after that one dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's
now I get it.
Yes.
Sorry, getting a call from an unknown number, and I was like, "What is this?"
Oh.
Whenever I get calls from unknown numbers, I tend to look up the numbers in case it's a business that I need to interact with.
Oh. Yeah. Good job, Lawrence. Good shout there. I gotta listen to the Hayley Williams album. I saw she call Morgan Wallen a racist, which is hilarious. And,
He's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with her. But I do like Hayley Williams, and I should listen to that album. I don't realize like stuff is out, so I didn't even realize it was out until I saw her calling Morgan Wallen a racist. So I was like, oh, all right, maybe I should listen to this. And then the Taylor album came out, so I was like, well, Hayley Williams got to take a back seat for now. So I'll get to it. I'll listen to Hayley this weekend. Shaza McKenzie is a coward.
Of course.
Let me put out there.
Let me guess. She has work to do.
And she says, I want to join, but I got to get up and on the road for a show. I'm like, wow. I'm just going to call her a coward.
Call her a coward. Tell her
coward and fake Swiftie.
Thank you. And tell her to include this in her day in the life video. She was invited to do a podcast about Taylor Swift, and she cowered out because she had to go to work. Ooh, come with me. I'm going to take you on a day in the life of a pro wrestler. First, I declined to do something I love because I'm going to go do the other thing that I love. Actually, shout out to Shaza. She's great. I can't talk shit about her. She's wonderful.
We love Shaza. That's why I invited her on the show. I wanted her to talk about Taylor Swift and everything else Shaza's got going on. But she's a coward. Now I'll call her a coward. Now I'll call her a fake Swiftie as well.
That's right.
Where's Deanna? Message Deanna. Get her on here.
Deanna? That's a good question. I'm just going to tweet her publicly.
Okay.
I think she's still asleep. I think I was listening to a podcast that she is a late riser. I think it was on their podcast, actually. So I'm not speaking out of school. They put it out there. Hey, Deanna Prazo, do you want to come talk Taylor Swift with Jeremy?
Yeah, with me, not really you.
This morning on the Weeds. There you go.
All right, let's get Deanna on the show, and we'll talk about the Taylor album. I see who else is there's a lot of wrestling fans or a lot of wrestlers who are Swifties.
What's her face? Giselle Shaw is a huge Swiftie too.
Oh, Giselle is a Swiftie. You think we can get Giselle? I would love for Denise to join. Denise she takes a day to listen to the album because she listens to it multiple times because Taylor's been dropping like every year nowadays. And I've asked Denise, when we did the midnight stream at midnight, when we did that stream, I asked Denise last year. This year I didn't bother because I already know what the deal is with her. But yeah, she listens at midnight. She like unplugs from social media. She she goes away and just like takes in the album. She's told me her process. Denise has a process for everything. She's told me her process of like listening to the album and everything. And yeah, she's not gonna come on the show and review it the day after. We could probably get Denise like next week to talk about the album. By that point, she's gonna do 500 videos on her own on the album. But
7 of which will be on her Patreon.
Yeah. So Denise is always welcome on the show. She knows that. But after Taylor drops, like she gets away from everything and just enjoys the album herself, which you gotta respect as well. Some people are too consumed with the social media and just want to do that. Like I listened last night. I didn't get on the social media at all. So here's what happened, folks. This may or may not be true. You can use your own discretion on this. So the album drops at midnight. My tiny one, the littlest of the bunch, she's Swiftie, and she knew the album was coming at midnight, and she's like, "Oh, I want to stay up and listen to it with you." And I'm like, "I don't know, it's a school night." And she's like, "Can I just skip school?" I was like, "You ask your mother if you can skip school and see how that goes for you." She asked, and then was told no, of course. And I was like, "Yeah, fair." I told her. She's like, "Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd ask." I was like, "Yeah, I respect it." So the album drops at midnight, and I'm like, you know what? This would be good. Jeremy Tiny One bonding time right here. So I go wake her up at midnight, and I'm like, come on, let's go listen to the album. And so we get up, we listen to the album. Fortunately, it was short. You know, if it was like an hour and a half album, we might be in some trouble here. But we listened to the album. She thought it was very good. She enjoyed it. And I was like, all right, don't tell your mom that I woke you up at midnight to do this, because she's going to be mad at me because this was not cleared that we could. Oh, you're listening. Like, don't tell your mom that I woke you up at midnight to do this. And she's like, okay. Of course, I told my wife in the morning. I was like, so I woke her up at midnight to listen to the album. And I was like, all right, sure. Like, she didn't get mad at me. Bless her. She's very understanding of things. I'm not in trouble. My wife is not mean or anything. You know, I'm not in the doghouse for this. She's like, I get it. Yeah, you wanted to listen to the album at midnight with her. Like, that's fine. Fortunately, it's a Friday. You know, the weekend's coming up. Like, she'll be all right. She's young. She didn't sleep anyway.
All of her friends are doing the same thing.
Yeah, she'll bounce back from it. So, no, my wife is not mad at me or anything like that. She was understanding of things, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna wake her up at midnight. We'll ask. What's the saying? We'll ask for forgiveness instead of permit. We'll beg for forgiveness instead of ask for permission. That's what we did. Although we asked for permission and we correctly got shot down on multiple times of even skipping school, which would have been hilarious, but. We were just like, just wake her up at midnight. So the kid enjoyed it, though. She enjoyed it.
So instead of begging for forgiveness, you ignored the ask to not wake up the child at midnight.
Well, here's the thing.
No. You ignored the request to not wake the child at midnight.
I did ignore it, yes. But, like, my wife knows me, sadly for her. She knows me. So I'm very honest with her. I cannot lie to my wife. I'll lie to everybody else. I cannot lie to my wife. I'm very honest with her because we have this conversation and the tiny one asked of like, hey, can I stay up? Can I skip school? And like in my head, I'm thinking like, I'm probably going to do this anyway. You know, like, let me just see. So I did. I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to wake her up at midnight. Like, is that okay? And my wife was like, I would prefer you not. Like, can we just not do that? And I'm like, all right, but I'm probably going to do it. I hope you know this. Like, I'm probably going to do this. I understand your no. I understand your request, but I'm probably going to do this. And she's just like, I would prefer you not. Okay, can we just not do that? I was like, all right, fine. I won't. But then I did it. But she knew it was coming. I think that's why she respected that I still did it, or maybe not. But she respected that I still went forward with it because she knew it was coming. You know, I think she half expected it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
So when I told her, like, yeah, I woke her up at midnight. She was like, you know, a little disappointed, a little mad. Like, but it was also just like, well, this asshole. He said he was gonna do it. Like, how mad can I be that he did it? She would have been way more mad if I didn't say anything and then I just did it anyway. And it would have been like, what are you doing? You know, my wife understands. My wife understands that everything's a bit. So when I want to wake up the kid at midnight, it's all just for a bit. It's all just for a good story.
What is she like? What does she like to eat? What's her favorite food? Does she like the Chinese food that you get sometimes?
My wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Get that for lunch.
Oh,
do something nice to make up for what you did, because there are only so many takes at habitual line stepper. Away with. Wake yourself now.
No. No, we're probably having that for dinner, actually. Some Chinese food, watch some Love Is Blind and everything. I take calculated risks on this stuff. I'm not gonna do anything to really jeopardize my relationship, but you know, something like that. It's a good story. You know what I mean? It's a good story. Yeah, as Senior in her says, she knew who she married. Like,
that is true.
I'm not saying it's her fault, but she knew. It was the best decision of my life. It's the only good decision I made. I don't know what the hell she was thinking.
Of all the things that she could be dealing with in a partner, this is probably the most okay. I'll put it like that. This is the most okay. We're making excuses now. I get it. This is just the train that we're on. It's fine. We did it.
Oh, my wife is great. Everyone knows my wife is great. I hope everyone continues to know how great my wife is. Sometimes I just do things to get myself into trouble, and this was one of those. This was one of those things. I think everyone understands that.
Yes. You know what? Could have been worse. The kid's still alive.
Kid went to school. She's doing great. You know, she's going to get to tell all her friends now of like, oh, yeah, I got to listen to the Taylor album already. I stayed up till midnight to listen to it. I'm going to be so popular at the school now. You know what I mean?
That's not something you should aspire to. Do not aspire to this.
My stepdad got me up to listen to it. People are like, oh, man. Oh, the Tiny One's stepdad is so cool. I want to hang out with him. I'm gonna be the talk of the town at the school. All the kids are gonna want to come over and just hang out with me and listen to Taylor Swift. It's very fun. Like that. This is my reputation around here with some of the kids, because you know, they come over. And if they got like a Taylor Swift shirt on, like the neighbors will come over and they know I'm a Swiftie. They see me wearing my Taylor Swift shirt and everything, and they like Taylor Swift. And they're like, oh, are you excited for the album? Did you listen to the album? And every time there's a Taylor Swift thing, they're like, oh, what does Jeremy think of this stuff? So my reputation as a Swiftie dad precedes me when it comes to this. They know that I'm the Swiftie dad around here. And I don't know if that makes me cool or makes me insane, but regardless, I think it helps me in some ways.
Zeno Hour pitching that our wives should host a show together. Take our dynamic and first of all make it super awkward,
Yeah.
but also because this is, and also like flip it. Whatever you think Jeremy is like, that will be my wife. Whatever you think I'm like, Jeremy's wife. We have discovered this over time that the four of us have similar partners just flipped, and that's probably why we get on as well as we do.
Mine would be very uncomfortable on stream. She doesn't like being on stream anyway, you know? Like I gotta not force her, but when she's just kind of talking, when you hear the voice and everything, like she would not do that. I don't know if I'd allow her to do it, honestly.
If pressed, if forced, my wife can do it, but I don't think she wants to, and I can't blame her. She married a host. She married a guy who talks for a living.
Yeah.
She can talk. She can keep up. But yeah, I don't know if she can do a 2.5 hour show like this.
No, I would not. I would not make her do that. I don't think. I don't think. I know she has no interest, and she doesn't want to be on stream at all. So yeah, doing a 2-hour show, no, it just she would offend people with her takes too. The stuff if she talks about wrestling, my wife's got some hot takes when it comes to wrestling. She smartly doesn't put them out there on Twitter because, people will get mad at her. And I'm not going to put it out there because I don't want people to get mad at her. But she has some very hot takes. It's mainly just put all the titles on Sami Zayn and Eddie Kingston, which I don't feel. I mean, Sami Zayn, I guess people don't like right now. But I don't think, that's a super hot take. But that would be the takes that she would be out here. She's got some other ones that are a little bit hotter. That
you realize
I'd say.
Those two that you just mentioned, if she put them on Blue Sky, she'd be praised for hours.
Yeah.